I want to talk about the Bradford Pear. This is a species of tree that is recognized for weak crotches, and they often self-destruct. We clean up a lot of these trees that split right down the middle or large limbs break off, and it's a characteristic that is very common with this particular tree. So while we don't like to top trees, we often end up with trees that we have to reduce in order to just keep the trees around. If we don't get enough weight off this tree, it will self-destruct. And as you can see by this very tight crotch right here, as each of these grows bigger and bigger, it's going to force itself apart. And the leverage of the top weight is just going to push it apart faster. Now ultimately this tree may fall apart regardless of what we do, but we're trying to put off the inevitable. Now across the street, one of the neighbors got around to hard topping their tree. It's the same species of tree, and you can see they weren't very careful. They got up there with a chainsaw and lots of chainsaw nicks, lots of stubs. It was a horrible job. Amazingly, this tree will survive, and it'll throw out sprouts all over the tree, all over the place. And it'll no longer be a real viable tree. It'll be more of a big bush. Here's an example where a branch broke off in this tree, as well as many others. But I absolutely know that this tree is going to fall apart if we don't do this. So this is one of those exceptions to the rule of not hard pruning trees. This is a tree that you almost have to. You see these marks here? I see this, I read into this as somebody got up here with a pole-powered chainsaw and slid all the way down, or maybe chainsaw marks from the tree and they weren't careful at all. So here we are, we're working our way through it. We're trying to get the weight off all the way around, trying to keep enough foliage on there so that the tree will leaf out and look good. And it's getting closer and closer. We've still got a little bit of work on the left over here. But you see, we are going to be showing you start to finish. And once again, here's that topped butchered tree, and that's what happens when you butcher a tree. It turns into a big, massive bush. This guy actually came out and asked me what I would charge to fix his tree. I said, there's no fixing that mess. So we're doing the best we can to prolong it. We actually ended up retrimming the tree. We realized that we didn't get enough off because we figured this tree is going to be very heavy, so we reduced it one more time. It's kind of doubling up our work, but I believe it was the right move. And there's what it looks like when it's all done. So the long and the short of it is these trees are going to self-destruct, and you do the best that you can to prolong their life. Thanks for watching.